So of course, a few weeks back, we did get our first look at the PS5 UI in terms of how it'll work with games and all that good stuff. But there was a section on the PS5 home menu that was dedicated to media that they did not show, but we did get some new intel about that whole tab and which apps you will be able to use on day one on your PS5 once you get your hands on that box. So what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD12, your backup PlayStation source, and we're going to talk a little bit more about what we could see on that media section of the PS5 menu. Now, let me be just upfront here, guys. I honestly, genuinely don't care about any of these apps because, to be honest, like I use my PlayStation 4 and any other previous, console that I had, other than like YouTube on my Vita. Sometimes I use that as well when I was a kid. But overall, like I have an Apple TV and I have other devices where I watch the content on the apps that we are about to discuss on the PS5. It's just that me personally, I don't use my PlayStation to watch content. Like I strictly only use it just for gaming, but I know I'm not alone in that, and like I know like a lot of people are like me, and I also know that there are a ton of people that use their PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 or any other game console as their main media hub as well, in terms of watching Disney Plus and Netflix and all that. And like it definitely makes sense to be able to just switch over to Netflix or YouTube and stuff like that. But for me, just my just setup and everything like that, I just use my PlayStations only for gaming, and I use my iPad or my Apple TV for other services, for media consumption and different stuff like that. But they did say here that Sony did confirm here on the blog for PlayStation. Make sure to go check out the link below in the description where I'm reading these off of directly. But they did say that we have a lot of different media apps that are coming day one to PS5. That way you don't have to worry about them not being there on day one. If you do use your PlayStation console as a media hub as well, you will be able to use these apps day one straight up on launch day for the PlayStation 5. So let's go over a few of these here down the list. They have a whole dedicated list, once again linked below in the description. But we have Apple TV Plus, so you will be able to watch all the Apple TV content on there as well on PS5. Disney Plus as well, Netflix, Spotify, Twitch, and YouTube as well, of course. And they also have some other apps as well coming to the PS5 on day one, including Amazon Prime Video, My Canal, Hulu, Peacock, and they say other services are included as well on day one on PS5. They just didn't lay it out and didn't say it here on the blog. But we did have Crunchyroll come out and did confirm that their Crunchyroll app will be available day one on PS5 as well. So I guess maybe, who knows why they weren't in this whole thing, but Crunchyroll is indeed going to be on PS5 as well. Like I said before, on the PS5 UI, you will be able to go to a completely dedicated media space, and they did detail a little bit more about this space as well. They say, quote, within the media space, you'll no longer need to download entertainment apps through your PlayStation Store. It's all in the media space. Creating dedicated game and media spaces for PS5 user experience will make it fast and easy to switch between gaming and entertainment content whenever you want. The PS5 console also features a new control center that makes controlling your music easier than ever before, so you can quickly switch between channels, skip and pause your music, etc. So while that all sounds dandy, right, I am a little bit concerned. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm a little bit concerned at them saying that all of the media apps will no longer need a download from the PS Store. It looks like they're all going to be integrated into the media space. Now, as someone that doesn't use their PlayStation console, for consuming content, like I said before, in the same vein that I'm going to be able to delete Astro's Playroom, a pre-installed application on the PS5, am I going to be able to delete these apps? Like, I know that these apps aren't going to take up a huge amount of space. I get that. They're just clients, right? So it's not like it's going to take some, insane amount of gigabytes on my SSD for my PS5, but I would like to know if I could delete them. You know what I'm saying? Like, could I just completely just because guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the way I consume entertainment, right, in terms of Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, all that good stuff, right? Like Stars, you know what I'm saying? And all that, right? I do watch a lot of content, that they listed here, of course, from Twitch and YouTube, of course, but it's just not on my PlayStation console at all, and let alone it definitely won't be on PS5. So I'm hoping that they're going to allow us to not have these downloaded, and I hope that I can delete them off my SSD if I want to. to even get just the little space that these apps take up, but that was not detailed here. Who knows what they're gonna do. I feel like if I was a betting man, I bet they would allow us to delete these apps, you know what I'm saying? But we will have to see when we get our hands on with the PlayStation 5. And of course, they did mention at the end of this whole thing that if you do use your PlayStation console as a media consumption device as well, along with gaming, you can of course get the media remote, which does come with really quick launchers, you know, on the actual remote for things like Disney Plus, Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube as well. So you could quickly launch those with just one button. So I know definitely that might be a really good idea for those that do use media apps on their PS5 as something to buy. But overall, you know, they laid it out there. So that's pretty much the rundown on apps that we know right now that will be, you know, on PS5 day one, which I think that they covered the, you know, overall, I think they cover a lot of their bases. I think maybe a big one that's missing is like HBO Max. I think that one is kind of weird to not have here. I think that's definitely like a big player in the streaming space that, you know, definitely doesn't have it. And just one that I hope does come to the PS5 eventually, which I would actually use, I feel like, is Apple Music. You know, I'm definitely an Apple Music guy. I've never subscribed to Spotify. I only use Apple Music, and you know, considering that they got Apple TV on the PS5 now, and it is coming to PS4 as well, I would like to see them add Apple Music if they can. I think that'd be great. I would love to see that happen. Who knows in the future what other apps and what other things get added to the PS5 as the generation goes on. But most importantly, what apps do you want to see on the PS5? What do you guys feel about these apps on day one? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think there are some that are really big that are missing? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure also while you are down there to check out our description where you find links to our Twitter, our Discord, as well as our Anchor link. That way you can listen to long form content and podcasts. So I'm at those, of course, being Road to PS5 and Road to Miles Morales, as we do those podcast series as they lead up to the release of those two things, the PS5 and Spider-Man Miles Morales, of course. Ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload or stream, and make sure to also consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting that join button or the link below in the description to become one of the homies just like Owen, Arachnite, Chungi, Caleb Kaiser, and the homie Tapiwa Musa as members of the channel, as well as you can be a king tier for $5 or a prince tier for $1 as well. Much love if you guys support the channel, definitely appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to stay subscribed to PlayStation Stories to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.